A pharmaceutical company, Eli Lilly, they just put out this commercial that's pushing the idea that weight doesn't determine health.
Come on, let's hear it. You think I need your advice? You think I should go on a diet?
Of course not, man. I haven't even got a good look at you. Come on, turn the lights on. I mean, come on, man. Could you have chosen a fatter person for this?
I've been dieting since I was 12. You think I need to hear about your workout routine? You don't stop to ask about mine. No matter what I do, you're gonna have your own thoughts.
Ban anybody that says thoughts on anything.
So get it all out. And while you're in the comment section, I'll be focusing on what really matters. Like how I feel when I'm waking up in the morning. Like showing up for people I love. My health is my focus. And my body is nobody's business but mine.
And it's not just that this message is complete bullshit, it's actively hurting fat people. This isn't about being mean, it's not about aesthetics, it's not about shaming people. It's about lying to people and pretending it's compassion. Here's the part that should make everybody pause and really consider their intention. Eli Lilly sells weight loss drugs, GLP-1s, and the entire business model depends on the idea that excess weight causes health issues. And yet, in the same breath, they're pushing ads that imply weight is irrelevant, the scale is meaningless, and health exists completely independent of your body fat. But if weight really didn't matter, why are they selling drugs to reduce it? You don't get to sell insulin while claiming blood sugar doesn't matter. In an attempt to pull the wool over people's eyes, they sell a half-truth and stretch it until it becomes a full lie. I mean, weight is not the only factor in health, and weight is not a moral failing. It says nothing about a person's character, and thin people can be just as, if not more, unhealthy than fat people. All that's true, but there's parts they conveniently skip. Excess body fat dramatically increases the risk of almost every single long-term chronic disease that we know of. That's not opinion. That's not diet culture. That's decades of epidemiology. Type 2 diabetes, heart disease, sleep apnea, joint degeneration, fatty liver disease. Weight doesn't determine everything, but it influences almost fucking everything. And saying otherwise isn't progressive, it's anti-reality. And it leads people down the wrong road into making unhealthy choices that affect them for the rest of their life. We've known this to be true without a reasonable doubt since 2018, when Camille Lasalle and many other researchers conducted an analysis with a 520,000 person sample size in the European Prospective Investigation into Cancer and Nutrition study. Now, when it comes to if obesity increases the risk of chronic disease, the study found that irrespective of metabolic health, overweight and obese people had higher risk for heart disease than lean people. And that's the part that upsets me the most, because when you tell somebody that their weight has nothing to do with their health, what you're telling them is that they shouldn't intervene early or take warning signs seriously, and they definitely shouldn't change anything until it's catastrophic because they're perfect the way they are. That's not empowering people, that's neglect. And real compassion is telling people that something that they're doing is hurting them and that they deserve to treat themselves better. Fake compassion is telling people they're perfect and they should just take medication to deal with symptoms. And guess which one of those makes corporations billions? Let's talk incentives, because if weight is framed as genetic or mostly immutable and it's a social occurrence and it's out of your control for the most part, then lifestyle change becomes something problematic, responsibility becomes shaming, and medication is really the only acceptable solution. And that's not an accident, because you can't patent walking or eating better or losing 10% of your body fat, but you can patent dependency. This narrative doesn't say you can improve your health, it says you're broken permanently and we sell the fix. That's not healthcare, that's rent-seeking behavior. If Eli Lilly wanted to be honest with their messaging, it would sound more like, yeah, weight matters, it's hard to change, and shame is counterproductive. But also, losing 5 or even 10% of your body weight massively improves your health. Small changes compound over time, and most importantly, prevention beats treatment every single time. The message wouldn't sell as many drugs though, because it gives people agency over their own life decisions, and agency is bad for profit. Lying or misleading people about how weight affects health is disgusting and evil. And when a pharmaceutical company tells you weight doesn't matter while selling drugs that prove it does, that's not compassion, it's manipulation. Another subtle form of manipulation is how obesity is being visually reframed as healthy through advertising. Corporations are now placing people into roles that used to signal fitness, vitality, and physical capability, and they want you to believe that this is just about representation for obese people. But it's not neutral, it's not accidental. Humans didn't randomly decide that physical fitness looks a certain way. We evolved to recognize strength, mobility, and leanness as indicators of health because they actually are. That instinct isn't learned, it's biological. That's the same reason kids ridicule other fat kids before they learn that it's very hurtful. So when massive companies try to present obesity as visually equivalent to thinness, they aren't expanding on beauty standards, they're attempting to override basic human pattern recognition. And let's be honest about the real message. It's not don't bully people. People understand that that's not right. It's stop trusting your eyes. It's ignore the obvious physical warning signs. And it's question reality instead of questioning your own bad habits. You don't help people by pretending unhealthy bodies are healthy, and you definitely don't fix a public health crisis like obesity by rebranding it. Respecting people does not require lying to them. And when honesty becomes offensive, the goal is no longer health, it's compliance, and that serves corporations far more than it serves the people they pretend to stand for. Anyway, if you watched this far, thank you, seriously. I appreciate anyone taking the time out of their day to listen, so drop your comments below, especially if you disagree, and I'll see you in the next one.
First off, I can barely walk, so exercising's out the thing, and exercising isn't gonna do shit. And you're a fucking idiot if you think so.